Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Oh, the Il Blurmati. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles is Live. And today we are doing a new artist. I know a lot of you guys like, when is he gonna do a new artist? Musicreaction, Noname, and the song is titled Rainforest. Let's get right into it. Okay, so far I like the jazz like vibe to it and the beats, like the drums, boom, 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 you know. So let's get right back into it. How do you get closer to love when you eliminate all your sadness? Lemonade. Wow, sadness. Interesting. Noname is definitely one of those artists that's kind of like poetic wittiness with it, and I like where it's going so far. How do you make excuses for billionaires? Wow, so she has a problem maybe with capitalism and how billionaires, some of them probably maybe spend their money. That's what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? It's just an interpretation, but you know what I'm saying? And you riding the bus, pretty much. And interesting. Everybody dies a little. I mean, I guess she's meaning by like your old self is what I'm getting from it. Not like literally dying, but just like growing, you know, you have to kind of shed off some of your old self. Very interesting. And I just want to dance tonight. Yeah, he my little baby Medusa, tipping the juice up. I go back and forth in an Uber, travel for 2 months. I'm the emptiest, hallelujah. So she said I travel, you know, back and forth in Uber in a month. You know what I'm saying? Interesting line. It's not like impressive. I'm not gonna say it's impressive, but just talking about how she makes her means to get things done, I guess, through transportation. I make money for money's sake. I guess that line kind of implies sometimes we're driven for money, and that's all we're driven for is what she's getting at, I'm assuming. Very interesting line. Because we live in, you know, if you live in the United States, some of us are only just driven by money, and that's it, nothing else. Like maybe like lacking a soul or something. Maybe that's kind of what she's getting at. Right in 100 days to the wretched off the earth and called it baby for none. Put on my shoulder blades or shattered wings and carry me home. Mom said, baby, come on. You know this flesh is only temporary, brittle as bone. Why don't you empty out your love for me and chisel the stone? Empty out all your love for me. Wow. Like she's really a different type of artist. Like I like, you know, there are not many female rappers that like include poetry. So she's kind of one of the very few that you see poetry like really in tune, and she kind of raps with it. So it's kind of like you got like a laid back jazz with it. And then you got her kind of explaining her problems with maybe with the billionaires and capitalism, and you know, very interesting. You know, artists do have different views on problems with society. These are 10 black commandments of property law. Because every blade of grass on earth we don't actually own. I am the I am. So she's talking about ownership of earth. We really don't own earth. We're just here living on it. That's absolutely, if you look at it in a different sense, not as, oh yeah, I bought this house, that we're just visitors coming here, living an experience. I think that's kind of what I got from it. She's definitely, like I said, Noname's definitely a dope artist. The universe believes in infinity and you got one life, meaning that we have lived different lifetimes is what she's getting at. Like, yeah, you die, but eventually you come back in another life. If you believe in that type of stuff, say something in the comments about it. Do you believe in that? But let's get right back to it.
When you opening up, how you make excuses for billionaires you broken up with? Sunny niggas around me rolling up and smoking me up because my rainforest dies.
Because the rainforest dies. She's talking about maybe society's crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's kind of the theme of the song, to some extent. I love the jazz vocals. Everybody dies a little. Interesting. I figured like she was gonna have some background vocals because like when I first was feeling, I was like, "Ooh, okay," but I didn't expect it to be at the very like mid end of it.
I just wanna dance tonight. I just wanna dance tonight. If you think you love me, then bury me when the sun up. Faded with the homie, he purling another blunt up. Talking to Muhammad like niggas don't really trust us. Down on stolen land for $1 like that.
Down on the stolen land. Wow, it's talking about how colonialism played a fact in, where people in the black community are dying from it. Interesting.
Fuck them as fuck they money. I'ma say it every song until the revolution coming, all the feds start running. Fuck a good.
Wow, so she's pretty much doesn't like how money. I think she doesn't like money. Not like in a sense like having it as wealth or anything, but it seems like she has a problem with the American dollar. That's what it seems like to me, okay? But let's get right back to it, y'all.
This is brand new murder. Revolutionary suicide, the clothes occurred, and you ain't seen death. I can hear the blood on the moon. These niggas put a flag up on it, all they do is consume.
Wow, she said all we do is consume. That's true, you know what I'm saying? Like the society we live in, it's like buy, consume type of society. And is it really helping us at the end? Not necessarily,
Animal to ravage everything in its path. They turned a natural resource into a bundle of cash. Made the world
turn a natural resource into a bundle of cash. Interesting. I think she's talking about maybe some of the stuff that we use, like, gas and oil, water, those type of things. And she's talking about dividing the class. So the hierarchy of the, middle class, lower class, high class citizens, that money divides it because you have the billionaires on one side, you have the middle class on one side, then you have the low class on one side. So there's a divide due to the money. It's what she's probably assuming is what I'm getting from this.
Really bitch niggas with big figures, some cokeheads. These bitches is cokeheads, man. Fuck the billionaire. You get close to love.
So she's saying that some of these billionaires ain't what they claim to be. A lot of them have issues dealing with drugs. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much we just seen a certain image of them, and it's not quite who they are. But let's get right back to it, y'all.
Excuses for billionaires you broken up, but sunny niggas around me rolling up and smoking me up because my rainforest cries. Everybody dies.
Okay, so I gotta say I like the track. Noname. I wish she would have tackled a little bit more of like what type of resources. I like that she talked about the problems with money, consumerism, ownership of Earth. No one really owns Earth. We're just living here, really. I mean, yeah, we buy things, but is this, ask yourself that. Do you really think? But I gotta say, I like the jazz feel to the track. I thought it was dope. I like the background vocals that really worked. But have you checked out Noname's Rainforest song? You tell me in the comments, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Ill Blurmatic. Have a great Tuesday, and I'm out.